So what has happened with Natasha Cloud is just unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. Obviously, I'm late to the party with this one. It's currently like midnight Eastern time. Just came back from the Miami Heat and Brooklyn Nets game, and obviously, as a Heat fan, just depressed, just depressing, watching us lose to Brooklyn. I've been to 5 Heat games. I watched the Heatles lose. I've been to 5 Heat games. We've lost 5 times. Like, I'm so depressed that I bought a damn gigantic big gulp Slurpee. You know you've given up on life when you're doing that. But anyway, we got to talk about Tash Cloud. Obviously, my voice isn't too high because there's a hotel room here and it's midnight. But also, guys, thank you guys so much for 43,000 subscribers. Like, we hit that today. Did not expect it. If we can get even 2 more subscribers to be 100 for today, that's insane. But like, we are going to be going for, we're probably going to go for 44,000 subscribers by like the 17th. That will put us on good track to hitting 45k by the end of the month, which would be insane, lads. That puts us on track for maybe 50k by the time we get into the WNBA season, which would be insane. But anyway, we got to talk about this with Tash Cloud and basically what the Phoenix Mercury told her.
We'll go to David.
Hi Tosh, good to see you again. What have the past couple weeks been like for you just since the trade, going to Connecticut, and just your initial impressions joining the Sun?
Um, the last few weeks, hi David, thank you for your question. The last few weeks have been a whirlwind, to say the least. I think for the public view, if this isn't proof enough of the business of the NBA, the WNBA, any professional sports, this is what it is. It's really hard to be loyal to organizations in this situation when you can just eat up and move no matter what. And so that was really hard for me, uprooting my family to West Coast, being told that I was going to retire as a Phoenix Mercury, and then to be shipped out and find out with you guys on social media. That was really fun for me. So that part of it was really hard, even harder being sent to Connecticut as a 33-year-old. It's just wasn't what I expected. Not for the tenure that I've had, not for the loyalty that I presented. So I just want the best situation for myself and my family moving forward. And I just want to be in an organization that truly invests from top to bottom, facilities, team, location, all of that. I want to compete for championships. So I don't know if that necessarily answers your question, but that's how I'm feeling right
So she basically just said, I don't want to be here. But like, it is a horrible look from the Mercury. We repost these videos. Yes, you may repost with credit. Obviously, credit. Desert Wave Media. Obviously, as you guys can see, like, it's very clear where it's coming from. But like, this is an awful one. This is awful. Not sure why she believed them. She isn't a franchise player, but like, still. Loved her, and Sophie brought us together in media, whatever. But like, the funniest thing is that like, the Phoenix traded Cloud after they told her she'd retire Mercury. Unfortunately, they didn't think Alyssa Thomas was going to be available. When they signed Tash Cloud, they didn't think they were going to be getting AT in a year. Like, they didn't. They didn't think they were going to be getting AT and freaking Satu. They didn't. That's just the unfortunate truth. They didn't think they were getting AT and Satu. They should have never promised her that, and they said it. And they should have sat her down prior to any announcement. For me, that's the worst part about it. Whatever about the promise. Like, look, some situations, like the business of it, it's just like, well, look, we got the opportunity for Alyssa Thomas. You have to be in the trade. We're really sorry, but unfortunately, to get Alyssa Thomas, we have to make this trade. I don't know, but like, you've sent somebody who literally went to your organization because of all the like stuff you have for players, for everything you do for players, for all the money you invest in your organization, for your training facilities. You have a player that literally went to you guys for those reasons, signed with you guys in free agency, signed a big deal, had an exceptionally good year, by the way. In my opinion, she was the second best point guard in the W. She was better than, maybe you could argue Skylar Diggins was second. But like, she's at worst, she was lowest, third. Do you consider Breanna, because she played about half season at point guard? And she might be fourth. But still. That's just awful. That's just absolutely awful. That they literally couldn't even give her a phone call and she found out on social media, which is horrific, which is absolutely horrific. Like, I don't think people understand how bad that is. Like, at least even Nico Harrison is literally, he did such a bad job. He's getting freaking death threats from Mavs fans, like, and he still at least gave Luka the courtesy of trying to call him. He at least tried to call Luka. He at least told Luka's agent. The freaking, like, Alyssa Thomas is traded to the Connecticut Sun, came out, and no one had a clue what they were trading back to her for. Everyone kind of, people were making assumptions, but like the Tash Cloud, a lot of people thought Tash Cloud was not going to be in it. A lot of people thought it was going to be Beck Allen. Obviously Beck Allen was in it. People thought it was going to be Beck Allen, maybe Celeste Taylor, just whatever assets they could give. But obviously, they put Natasha Cloud in it, and then the freaking Sun started like refusing trade offers for Natasha Cloud, who does not want to be there. I think if Natasha Cloud ended up at the Liberty, who have been trying to trade for her, I don't think that she'd mind too much. I don't think she'd mind that. But like, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely, absolutely embarrassing. You could have emailed her what Mercury did was low, and like it is embarrassing from the Phoenix Mercury, who had a hell of a point guard. And look, I think everyone understands the business. No point being loyal to a franchise. Franchise aren't going to be loyal to players. But like, if they'd at least given her a heads up, if they had at least sat her down and had a meeting with her before it happened so that she didn't have to learn on social media, you can be frustrated, but you could use the argument of it's just a business. What the Phoenix Mercury did wasn't, it's just a business. Like, the Phoenix Mercury proved that, it's only a business. We understand it's a business. We also have to understand that these players are people too. But for the Mercury, they just showed that it's, only a business. And I'm surprised with obviously Satu going to the Mercury. I'm surprised with after what happened to Tash that Satu went to the Mercury after all. But, sometimes the facilities are just too good. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with what the Mercury did? And it's like, I still half agree with the Mercury trade. Like, I don't hate the trade. I don't hate the team making a trade. What I do just have an issue with is the lack of transparency, and the player finding out on social media is beyond a joke. Absolutely beyond a joke. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. I'm going to go to bed. And due to being a Heat fan and going to this game tonight, which was an embarrassing loss to Brooklyn, I'm just going to end the video with this. Don't cry for me, lads. I'm already dead.